Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on the possible signings of Lakers, and what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and if you don't want to miss any information, stay tuned. We have exclusive news every day. If you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's go to the video.
Luka Doncic remains confident, but knows the Lakers must solve their third-quarter struggles. The Los Angeles Lakers may have come up short in their season opener against the Golden State Warriors, but one thing is undeniable: Luka Doncic looks ready to deliver his best season yet. In his debut for the Lakers, the superstar exploded for 43 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, and 2 steals in a hard-fought 10-point loss. Even in defeat, Doncic reminded everyone exactly why he's considered one of the league's most gifted players, and a serious MVP contender this season. After an off-season that boosted his confidence and focus, Luka looked every bit like the player Lakers fans hoped for. Still, as fierce a competitor as he is, Doncic doesn't take much comfort in personal stats when the team walks away with a loss. Even so, his belief in himself and his teammates hasn't wavered. After the game, Doncic made it clear that while the Lakers showed promise, they still have work to do, particularly when it comes to their recurring third-quarter issues. Obviously, we've got a lot of games ahead, 81 more, and of course we want to win every single one, Luka said after the game. There were a lot of positives tonight, and of course, plenty of things we need to fix, especially in the third quarter. We've got to figure that out. But my confidence is great. The third-quarter slump has been a long-standing problem for the Lakers, one that predates Doncic's arrival in Los Angeles. Head coach J.J. Redick has already emphasized that the team needs to address it if they want to reach their full potential, because until the Lakers can sustain their intensity after halftime, they'll keep leaving wins on the table. Still, there's a sense of optimism inside the locker room. The Lakers believe their struggles come down to execution, not effort, and those are problems that can be fixed. Doncic continues to trust that this group has what it takes to compete with any team in the league. Veteran guard Austin Reaves, who's seen these same issues in past seasons, echoed that sentiment, and took accountability on behalf of the players. "It's on us," Reaves said. "It's not about the coaches, it's about execution. We've got to come out stronger after halftime and keep that same energy." For Doncic and the Lakers, the message is simple: the potential is real, the belief is strong, and the goals haven't changed. If they can finally solve their third-quarter problem, this team might just become the powerhouse everyone expects them to be. In the days following the loss, conversations around the Lakers have centered not only on Doncic's dazzling debut, but also on the team's recurring inconsistency coming out of halftime, an issue that has quietly shadowed the franchise through multiple seasons. J.J. Redick didn't shy away from addressing it in his post-game comments. The rookie head coach, now navigating his first NBA season from the sidelines, was measured but firm in his assessment. "We came out flat in the third," Redick admitted. "It's been a theme we've talked about, and we've got to start matching urgency with execution. Luka gave us everything tonight, that's not the issue. We need collective focus when the momentum shifts. That's something we can control." Redick's remarks echoed what both Doncic and Reaves had already emphasized. The problem isn't talent, it's rhythm, communication, and accountability. The Lakers' first 2 quarters against Golden State showed flashes of dominance, with crisp ball movement and strong defensive rotations. But after halftime, the energy dipped, and the Warriors capitalized, turning a close contest into a double-digit gap the Lakers couldn't close. Around the league, analysts and former players have taken notice. ESPN's post-game panel praised Doncic's effort but raised questions about the team's chemistry and adjustment speed under Redick's new system. Several pointed out that while Luka's numbers were staggering, the Lakers' offense seemed overly reliant on him down the stretch. Longtime NBA analyst Tim Legler described it bluntly: "Luka's doing everything, scoring, facilitating, rebounding, but he can't be the only source of fire. The Lakers need someone else to stabilize those third quarters. Whether that's Reaves, Davis, or one of the role guys, somebody has to step up when defenses start loading up on Luka." Inside the locker room, however, the mood wasn't one of panic. Teammates spoke with calm determination, aware that early season struggles are part of building chemistry. Anthony Davis, who finished with a quiet 18 points and 9 rebounds, acknowledged that he needs to play with more aggression alongside Doncic. "We've got to complement each other better," Davis said. "Luka's been incredible, but we can't just stand around and watch him go to work. When we move, cut, and defend together, we're tough to beat. We'll fix it. The Lakers will have a quick chance to prove that. Their next matchup, a home game against the Phoenix Suns, offers a test of how quickly the team can adjust, particularly against another Western Conference contender with elite firepower. For Doncic, though, the message remains unchanged. Confidence, accountability, and leadership are his focus points. The 25-year-old knows that the Lakers' success won't come from highlight reels, but from consistency, possession by possession. "It's early," he said quietly after practice 2 days later. "We've got everything we need in this locker room. We just have to play smarter, especially after halftime. Once we fix that, I think people will see what this team can really do." If there's one thing the league has learned about Luka Doncic over the years, it's that he rarely lets frustration linger for long. The challenge now isn't proving how good he can be, it's proving how far he can take this Lakers team with him. LeBron James and the Lakers caught in NBA betting scandal allegations? A shocking NBA betting scandal broke on Thursday morning, and reports suggest that LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers may have been indirectly connected to the controversy. According to early details, several figures across the league were taken into custody, including Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier, Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups, and former player and coach Damon Jones. The FBI confirmed that Rozier was arrested for alleged involvement in NBA-related betting activities, while Billups reportedly faces charges tied to an underground poker operation with connections to organized crime. Damon Jones, once a close friend and former teammate of LeBron James, appears to sit at the center of both investigations. Jones, who has maintained a long-standing relationship with James and has spent time around the Lakers organization in recent years, is accused of sharing inside information with bettors about the team. According to reporting from The Athletic's Dan Woik, Mike Vorkunov, Joe Vardon, and Mike Prada, Jones allegedly leaked non-public information about LeBron James shortly after James broke the NBA's all-time scoring record in February 2023. Damon Jones, who had limited access to the Lakers during the 2022-23 season to work with LeBron James, allegedly shared private information about James with bettors only days after LeBron set the league's all-time scoring record, the report stated. The game in question, a February 9, 2023 matchup between the Lakers and Milwaukee Bucks, took place just 2 days after James passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the NBA's all-time leading scorer. James missed that game with reported ankle soreness. The FBI's investigation alleges that Jones, who is not an official Lakers employee, sold or attempted to profit from private player information so that his associates, including accused conspirators Eric Ernest and Marv's Fairley, could place informed bets. These tips reportedly included details about player injuries, game availability, and potential early exits from games. A league source familiar with the situation told The Athletic that LeBron James had no knowledge that Jones had shared details about his status with outside parties. The indictment also claims that Jones leaked injury information about another key Lakers player prior to a January 15, 2024 game, after learning from a coach that the player was hurt and would be limited. According to investigators, Marv's Fairley wagered $100,000 against the Lakers for that contest. The official injury report listed the player as probable, though his performance was noticeably affected. When contacted for comment, the Los Angeles Lakers declined to respond. Court filings describe one message in particular. Hours before the February 9, 2023 game against Milwaukee, Jones allegedly texted an unnamed associate, telling them that a player, believed to be James, would be out, and to bet on the Bucks. The player had not yet appeared on the public injury report. The Lakers went on to lose that game, 115-106, on the same night as the NBA trade deadline. That was also the evening the team finalized the blockbuster deal bringing D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, and Jared Vanderbilt to Los Angeles in exchange for Russell Westbrook. With roster changes and LeBron sidelined, the Lakers were undermanned, a detail bettors could have easily exploited with inside information. Federal officials confirmed that the Lakers were among the teams most frequently bet on during the operation, raising questions about whether the organization was a consistent target for insider leaks. The FBI's report has sent shockwaves throughout the league, with insiders warning that this may be just the beginning of a much larger issue. Sports betting has become deeply integrated into the NBA ecosystem, and league officials are now facing growing scrutiny over how they monitor player and team-related information. While LeBron himself appears to be clear of any wrongdoing, The association of a trusted friend and former teammate in such an investigation has added an uncomfortable layer of tension to an already challenging start to the Lakers season. Redick credits LeBron for leadership amid team's early struggles. Meanwhile, on the court, the Lakers season began with a disappointing loss to the Golden State Warriors in their opener on Tuesday night. The team faced several issues, both offensively and defensively, that head coach J.J. Redick addressed during a film session the following day. Despite being sidelined with an injury, LeBron James was reportedly active and vocal during the review, offering insight, encouragement, and leadership. LeBron's engagement, even while rehabbing, was huge, Redick told reporters. He helped guide the guys through the film, pointed out details, and challenged everyone to stay accountable. That's the kind of leadership this team needs. As the Lakers attempt to steady themselves after a rocky start, James finds himself not only leading on the court but also navigating one of the most serious off-court controversies to touch his inner circle in years. The coming weeks could prove pivotal, both for the Lakers season and for the league's ongoing investigation into a scandal that has the potential to reshape how the NBA handles its rapidly expanding relationship with sports betting. The fallout from Thursday's revelations has been immediate and far-reaching. As news of the FBI investigation spread across the league, NBA executives, players, and media outlets began to grapple with the scope of the allegations, and what they could mean for the league's increasingly close relationship with legalized sports betting. According to sources briefed on the case, the NBA's Integrity and Security Department has been in contact with federal investigators since early this week. The league is reportedly conducting its own internal review to determine whether any employees, players, or affiliates violated the NBA's rules regarding information sharing or betting. A league spokesperson issued a brief statement late Thursday evening. The NBA is aware of the ongoing federal investigation concerning possible violations of gaming and information sharing laws. The league is fully cooperating with authorities and will take appropriate action based on the findings. While the league refrained from mentioning specific individuals, the inclusion of high-profile names such as LeBron James, Terry Rozier, and Chauncey Billups has intensified public interest and concern. Analysts point out that this marks the most serious integrity crisis to touch the NBA since the 2007 Tim Donaghy officiating scandal. Privately, several team executives have voiced unease about the blurring line between sports and gambling. In recent years, the NBA has openly partnered with multiple betting companies and incorporated odds, spreads, and fantasy metrics into its broadcasts. While those changes have generated enormous revenue, they've also created vulnerabilities that, according to one executive, the league may not have been fully prepared to manage. When inside information becomes a form of currency, the potential for abuse grows, one general manager told The Athletic under the condition of anonymity. It's a reminder that integrity has to come before access, even in a league that thrives on openness. For LeBron James, the situation is especially delicate. Though the FBI and the league have both indicated that he is not under investigation, the fact that a close associate allegedly profited from knowledge of his playing status has placed him under unwanted scrutiny. Multiple reports confirmed that James has cooperated with investigators and has provided full transparency about his communications with Damon Jones. According to sources close to the situation, James was completely blindsided by the revelation that Jones had shared injury-related details without his knowledge. Inside the Lakers organization, players and staff have attempted to maintain focus amid the noise. Team insiders describe the atmosphere as uneasy but professional, with J.J. Redick and veteran leaders emphasizing trust and discipline. The Lakers have been advised not to comment publicly until the investigation concludes, though privately several players have expressed disappointment over the situation. Meanwhile, public reaction has been intense. On sports networks and social media, speculation has run rampant, with fans debating whether the NBA's partnerships with betting companies have gone too far. Former players like Richard Jefferson and Jalen Rose discussed the issue on ESPN's NBA Countdown, warning that even the perception of compromised integrity could damage the league's credibility. "This isn't just about one or two bad actors," Rose said during the broadcast. "It's about how the league protects information, how access is managed, and whether players fully understand how serious it is to share even casual updates with the wrong people." The investigation has also reignited discussion about the responsibilities of player entourages, the agents, trainers, and friends who often have intimate access to personal and medical details. While these relationships are built on trust, experts note that they can also become weak points in maintaining competitive integrity. For now, the FBI's probe remains active. Subpoenas have reportedly been issued for phone records, bank statements, and digital correspondence among the defendants, and additional arrests have not been ruled out. The Department of Justice is expected to release further details once the grand jury phase concludes. Within league circles, the sentiment is cautious but clear. This is a defining moment for the NBA. The outcome of the investigation could shape future policies around gambling, media access, and player privacy for years to come. As one former league executive put it succinctly, this is bigger than one scandal. It's about whether the NBA can protect the game's integrity in an era where information moves faster and is more valuable than ever.